Have you ever wondered how an unseen enemy brought the world to a standstill? In the early days of 2020, a mystery began to unfurl in the bustling city of Wuhan, China. An unknown illness was creeping through the populace, silently striking down its victims. Authorities were initially baffled, the cause of this new sickness shrouded in uncertainty. But soon, the culprit was identified: a novel coronavirus, a microscopic adversary that would soon earn the moniker COVID-19. From its enigmatic beginnings, this microscopic menace began its relentless march across the globe. It moved stealthily, crossing borders and continents with ease, carried unwittingly by those it infected. The world watched in mounting apprehension as the virus infiltrated countries far and wide, leaving in its wake a trail of chaos and devastation. From the crowded streets of Wuhan to the farthest corners of the earth, the virus spread, its reach seemingly limitless. From one city to the world, an unseen enemy was on the loose. Imagine a world where bustling cities turn into ghost towns overnight. It's not a Hollywood blockbuster script, it's the tale of our planet in the grip of an unseen enemy. The virus, with its silent and rapid spread, forced the world to push a pause button. Airport runways were left deserted and once crowded streets echoed with an eerie silence. The world's heartbeat seemed to slow as countries went into hibernation to fight an invisible foe. From the city that never sleeps to the city of love, from the land of the rising sun to the land down under, an unfamiliar stillness prevailed. Travel bans and lockdowns became the new norm as safety took precedence over freedom. The world's economy, like a house of cards, felt the tremors. Yet, amidst the chaos, nations responded differently. Some stood strong while others faltered, painting a mosaic of resilience and struggle. In the blink of an eye, the world paused and silence reigned. What happens when the world as we know it changes overnight? Suddenly, we're not just talking about a health crisis, but an economic one too. The pandemic's invisible fingers curled around the globe's economy, squeezing until it buckled under the pressure. Unemployment soared as businesses shuttered while others struggled to stay afloat. Yet in the face of adversity, we adapted. The rise of remote work was meteoric. Commutes became as simple as walking from the bedroom to the home office. The dining table transformed into a conference room. Sweatpants became the new business casual. But it wasn't just the economic landscape that shifted. Our mental health took a hit too. Isolation, uncertainty, and fear. A potent cocktail for stress and anxiety. We grappled with new ways to cope, to connect, to care for ourselves and each other. Through the fallout, we learned resilience. We learned adaptability. The world changed, and so did we. In the face of adversity, we learn and we adapt. As we navigate through the labyrinthine narrative of the pandemic, we stumble upon a few invaluable lessons etched in its wake. Firstly, the essence of global cooperation. This invisible adversary knew no borders, and neither should our collective response. It's a clarion call for nations to band together, sharing information, resources, and strategies for the common good. Secondly, the pandemic underscored the paramount importance of robust healthcare systems. Adequate infrastructure, trained personnel, and accessible care are not just desirable, but indispensable. Lastly, the value of resilience. From individuals to communities, from businesses to governments, resilience has been the backbone of our survival. It's the ability to bounce back that defines us, not the stumble or fall. In essence, the pandemic, while devastating, has offered us a chance to reflect, reassess, and rebuild. An unseen enemy taught us seen lessons, and so we adapt, we grow, we learn. Stay curious, like and subscribe.